all you patrons and after early access, all you listeners out there. Welcome to the episode 51 post show. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-hosts, Burly of BurlyMenGaming on Twitch and Turn-Based Carl. So, Burly, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Hoping, knocking on wood, no more technical issues here.
Yeah. During the regular podcast episode, we had a couple of technical issues again, so we had to stop and start up the recording again. So I'll have to deal with that again in post-production. But anyway, Carl, how you doing, man?
Doing good. I think Expat just wanted to see what we would do without him, like if the kids would play while he was away.
Yeah. Okay, so to start the post show, Burly, I know you're going to like this one. The Xbox Mini Fridge is on track for a holiday release. So have you got that email going yet?
Oh, I've sent my message, my email.
So Microsoft has not announced an exact release date or price for the Xbox Mini Fridge, but has said that it is still on track to release this holiday. So, Carl, if you get an Xbox Mini Fridge, what are you going to put in it?
I'm going to put Arizona energy cans and AMP energy cans in there.
Awesome. For me, of course, it's Monster Energy. How about you, Burly?
Put a bunch of water. Put my G Fuel tubs on top. Some Coke Zero. and some beer.
G Fuel.
And some beer. And some beer. Not sponsored by G Fuel yet. They haven't signed the contract yet.
Yeah.
So,
yet. Yeah. Okay, so that was a light note. So next up, Netflix.
Hey, I want a mini fridge, man. I want it.
What's that?
Sorry, I want it. Give me the mini fridge.
Same.
So Netflix gaming was announced earlier this year, of course, but actually about a month ago now, I think it was. So there was, after the vague announcement of the new gaming centric strategy, Netflix has explained how it will publish video games in the foreseeable future. This is from artstechnica.com. So apparently they're going to be like downloadable smartphone apps available exclusively for paying video streamer subscribers. So, I mean, it's like when we first got the news of Netflix going into games, we were thinking that it might become like another, Game Pass type of situation. But it doesn't seem like that at all. What do you guys think of this? Burly, what do you think, man?
I thought they were going to do something like the Game Pass thing, but to be honest, I just don't care with what they're going to do. It's not something like I'm not a Netflix subscriber, and this is not going to make me want to go back and pay.
I see. Carl, what do you think?
I kind of missed. What exactly is it? It's mobile, right? That's what it was?
Yeah, so since this article's publication, Netflix clarified that the process for accessing games on Android devices is more streamlined.
Yeah, so I remember this came out or like maybe last month or something that they're doing. This is going to be mobile stuff, and I get it makes sense because like Netflix on mobile, smaller games.
Yeah,
it's cheaper and easier.
Yeah,
it's gonna be more like an Apple Arcade thing. I just don't really know, like what percentage of people watch Netflix on their phone versus on some other device. I never watch Netflix on a mobile device. I just don't.
Yeah. But here in Japan, that's popular. People watch stuff on their mobile devices all the time. Like my son, he's watching like Amazon Prime on his cell phone a lot. And a lot of people do that. But that's Japan, and a lot of people are on trains and on public transportation a lot more than, say, in the U.S. and in Canada.
I used to, when I used to actually have to go into the office and when I was busing, especially when I was busing home from work, because either if you're lucky, the traffic, you're only going to be there a half hour, or if you're on the bus, sometimes you could be an hour, hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So I would sit and I would load up some stuff on Amazon or Netflix on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Just to watch.
That's interesting. Is the term busing a common Canadian term?
Yes.
This is the first time I've ever heard it in that regard. Because I would just say, like, when I'm riding the bus, which is definitely less elegant and
riding the bus or taking the bus or something like that. Yeah.
Busing. But
yeah.
I'm going to bring that to America if I ever ride a bus. So
yeah.
You know what I was thinking? Okay, actually, I guess I'm an adult, and I've been an adult ever since Netflix existed. So, yeah, I've always had the TV. The TV's mine to watch.
And longer than that, hopefully, Carl.
Yes. So I get that maybe, for a younger generation, watching Netflix on your mobile device
you guys
makes
are
more
making
sense.
me feel old. Because I was close to being an adult when MTV first came out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burly, you're the youngest one here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're still in your 20s?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Didn't even realize.
I'm 29. I'll be 30 near the end of the year.
Oh, you're barely in your 20s. All right.
Okay.
You're barely in your 20s. When I'm about to get out of it.
Yeah, join us in the old ages.
Well, it was funny, Burly, you were mentioning earlier, like payphones. During the episode we were talking about, like cloud gaming, and you brought up like payphones from back in the 90s. It's like I still remember the pagers from back in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Those are like we would always make fun of our friends when their pagers went off. It's like, oh, your drug dealer's calling you.
Yeah, a thing for a short time when I was in high school, people had pagers, and they had the ones that would like send, like, you could send little text messages on the pagers.
Yeah.
So you could call on a phone, right?
Yeah.
You could I guess you could use a payphone and call their pager number and leave like a message for their pager. It was weird, real weird.
Yeah, we didn't even have that when I was in high school. You got the number and then you had to go to a payphone and dial that number. So we couldn't even text yet back in those days. Yeah.
And then the Sidekick came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe when I was in high school, we still didn't even have computers in our school yet. We still had typewriters, typing classes.
Yeah, see that, like we had typing, but it was on a computer. It was it was a lab with a bunch of Macs.
Yeah. We didn't even have the Macs yet. It's like, yeah.
And I was playing SimCity on the Mac instead.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, next one, Burly. This one's for you, kind of. You played Ratchet and Clank on PS5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah. It's my game of the year so far.
Okay. Now, there was a story that came out late this week that, John Burton says Insomniac's claim that only the PS5 could pull it off is misleading. So basically, they're saying that Ratchet and Clank could have been played on a PS3. What do you think of that?
Like, I get what they're meaning with it. On a technical level, you can do some of the stuff on a PS3, but if you remember, for anyone during the PS3 era, the PS3 was not easy to program for. And ports that were going from the 360 and PS3, 99.9% of them were way better on the Xbox 360 because the PS3 was a pain in the ass to program for. Mm-hmm. Because it had those, was it like, I can't remember the name of the processors.
The cell processor.
Yeah, thank you. The cell processors. Those things were a nightmare to program for. Even like first party companies have stated that was a nightmare to program for.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember there was another issue with memory allocation.
Yeah.
And the way it split up its memory meant that games didn't have access to all the memory, which is something that caused an issue, I know, with like the Skyrim and Fallout games.
Yep. That's true. I forgot about the whole memory issue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not so. Okay, this is funny because if you remember a while back, I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could put this on PS4 if they wanted to."
Yeah.
I've been vindicated.
Well, what was it on Twitter? You were saying you were joking, saying the director's cut is coming.
Yeah, yep. Hey, look, they need a game for the holiday. Get Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart director's cut on PS4 and PS5. Get it for Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was a developer from TT Games, the guys who make the Lego games, and he very specifically draws out why this should be possible, and there's no reason that it wouldn't be able to run, and that he's saying that it's not that it isn't doing anything special with the SSD. It's just that what it's doing can be done in different ways on the other platforms.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be done that way.
Yeah.
It's really it's done with a trick on previously, right? You have to work with the hardware and try to make it do what you want, versus now you can do it in an I guess an easier way. Maybe that's the way you're looking at it.
Well, no, the hardware's much faster, much more responsive, and I'm assuming it's much easier to program for the PS5 than it is the PS3.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yep. Yeah. Speaking of TT Games, you guys know what that stands for? The TT?
I do.
Yeah. Burly?
Traveler's Tales?
I was going to say Traveler's
Thanks,
Tales,
Carl.
wasn't it?
Sorry.
Just give him the answer, Carl.
No, I was going to say it's Traveler's Tales because I remember, because I have a bunch of games from the 90s that they did.
Yeah. So we didn't talk about this during the regular episode, but Lego The Skywalker Saga Spring 2022. I'm sad. I was hoping to get that like during the holiday season, but I guess it's not ready. I don't know. What'd you guys think of that?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they'll go May 4th. Because you want to launch this when there's something big Star Wars.
Yep. Star Wars Day. Yep. So
unless it's crap, and then maybe they don't want you to do that.
Even if it's crap, the hardcore Star Wars fans will buy it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it won't be. All the Lego games are fine. They're all serviceable, if not good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. I probably won't play it on day one, but I'm looking forward to playing it. So yeah, I mean, the last Lego Star Wars I played was the Force Awakens. So that was the last one that came out. So yeah, that was fun.
So if we're talking about things that we forgot to mention,
I
mean, Gamescom. Nobody mentioned Saints Row.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a big release, a big announcement there.
Yeah. We're going to a reboot, right? It's a reboot. Yeah. So, what do you think of the characters, though? There's a lot of stuff going on Twitter. A lot of people not liking the type of characters that they're putting in the new Saints Row.
Yeah, I saw the YouTube videos got a lot of downvotes. These people. I don't think it matters. I don't personally care. It's not my franchise, so I guess it doesn't matter to me, right? I don't play these games. I don't know if I will play this one.
Yeah, well, it's pretty big on PlayStation, I think, Burly, right? During the PS4 generation, Saints Row was pretty big. Yeah.
It was also huge. It was huge on the 360 era. I don't know how well the first game did, but I know the second one, because my brother ended up actually buying the second one, and I remember that second game. I remember commercials all the time on a few on TV, but all the time on like IGN and before YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There are people are taken aback by the tone change, as far as they're not like gangster like people of that era, that typical like gang member, like street gang member.
Yeah.
They're different. They're like modern archetypes, which it's 2021, guys. Like, were they going to keep doing the same old thing over and over? Like, come on.
Well, I think it was on Twitter. Some people were talking about hipsters or something like that.
Yeah, hipsters are pretty typical now. Yeah. Everyone, I feel like people maybe don't like hipsters, but a lot of us now have hipster qualities. You just don't realize it. Okay. It's pretty standard.
Yeah. Okay.
The other game that nobody mentioned, I thought I wanted to bring up was that Doke V.
Okay.
That was that, like, it looks like Pokemon sort of, but it's like open world action Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Korean game.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And what'd you think of that trailer?
I enjoyed it, but I can be honest with you, I forgot completely about it. I don't know if that speaks. I don't know if that speaks to the game's quality, or when I watched that, I watched like 30 other trailers after.
Yeah.
After that, so that's one of those things that it got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. Well, there was one other one I want to mention too. Was it? And I'm thinking of playing it. Is Genshin Impact with Aloy in it?
Man,
yeah. It drops on September 1st, so yeah, I'm thinking of trying that. Well, it's very popular out here in Asia. So Genshin Impact, of course, is developed in China, but I just want to try it with playing around with Aloy and see how it is. So
I tried it on my PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped. I actually, it's kind of neat. I enjoyed it, but it didn't run very well. I guess because I'm playing on a base PS4.
Oh,
I felt like it was like dropping under 30 frames because it did not seem like fluid at all.
Yeah, I just the other day I downloaded it on my PS5, so I'll give it a run and see how it is.
Yeah, it did not launch well. Like, I played it as it launched because I had friends that were telling me, you got to try this, and I had a base PS4, and it was like, this thing's dropping frames, nothing's grabbing my attention like that.
It's because it's out here in Asia, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The lag.
Yeah, we're getting lag all the way from China.
Yeah.
See, here in Japan, I won't get any lag.
You think that, and then when you load up the game,
oh yeah.
This is one of those games where, like, it makes me a little salty because I'm primarily like an Xbox guy, and it's not an Xbox, and there's no reason it should be there.
Yeah,
and it bothers me. Like, you're wasting time making freaking Aloy on your system. Put it on Xbox instead. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Not that Aloy is not a cool addition. I'm sorry. I like it. I think it's cool, but
yeah,
she's great.
Okay. And finally, I want to ask you guys, of course, September is right around the corner. So what game are you most excited to play in September? For me, I mean, goodness, we have there's 3 games that I really want to play. Of course, I think it's the 10th of September, or it's early September, the new Life is Strange, True Colors is coming out. And then also Kena, Bridge of Spirits later in the month, and of course Lost Judgment. Those are my 3 games for September, but I'm looking at Lost Judgment now, guys, and $69.99, $70 price tag for that on PS5.
It's a steal.
I don't know if I want to pull it. I don't know if I want to pay $70 up front. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that's that's a title that's probably not going to come down in price for a while.
Can't you buy the PS4 version? Will it upgrade automatically, or does it do that? I don't
know, man. I don't know.
Knowing how Sega's done it with Yakuza before, no.
Yeah. So, but those are my 3 games. What are you guys most looking forward to playing in September? Burly, how about you?
Tales of Rise. We've got that. That's September 10th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Second one will not shock anyone. Deathloop.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I may be sick that day for work.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to playing that on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So,
I understand for people that if you've got Game Pass, just wait the year. I traded in crappy games and it paid for Deathloop. Mm-hmm. I know I'm just going to have a fucking blast with that. And Kena is my third one. I've been really looking forward to Kena.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Kena is kind of the enigma. I mean, who knows? It's going to be either great or it's going to be just meh type of indie game. You know, coming through the PlayStation pipeline. We shall see. But Carl, what about you? September games.
Oh my god! I'm actually looking through the release list here.
Yeah.
I don't really see anything that I'm looking forward to, like majorly.
Yeah.
No big titles or anything here. Is that Astria Ascending?
Okay.
That's that. JRPG. It'll be on Game Pass, but I don't know about it. Those JRPGs that are just like side scrolling, those never really appeal to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much that I'm. Yeah, there's no major releases that I'm looking forward to. Sorry, that's all it is.
Continue with State of Decay 2.
Well, September 1st is the update there, so I'll play some of that. But yeah, I mean, I have games to catch up on, so it's not a problem.
Always the backlog. Yeah, me too. Yeah, millions of games that I still haven't touched.
Yeah, I still got to try Hades, of course. I haven't jumped into that yet.
Oh, yeah, I got to get back to that too. I just played like the first few levels, and still Psychonauts 2, which is my main game right now. But
well, I can't wait to get to Psychonauts.
Yeah, you should be playing that, Burly. Yeah, you should stream it too. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be streaming Psychonauts 2 once Ghost is done.
Yeah. Which could be a while. So,
well, I do long stream. I do long streams for Ghost. You can't do a short stream for Ghost.
No. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for the post show. So I want to thank my co-hosts, Burly of BurlyMenGaming and Turn-Based Carl. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me again. And this will be an early access with the regular episode for one day, and then it goes to the free podcast services on Wednesday. The post show does on Wednesday, but it will be available after one day early access on Patreon at patreon.com/thearena_podcast. So you can download it and listen to it there after the first day of early access. And then on Wednesday, the post show will go up to all the podcast services. Okay. So I'm your host, Expat, and we hope to catch you in the next episode of the post show. So take care, everyone. Take care, patrons. Peace out.